Hey guys, a video on some European stocks related to electricity, energy, because I think, yeah, I live myself here in Europe, and comparing to the US, we are behind by a lot when it comes to military stuff, data centers, just in general, like electricity generating, and also I think the grid, the whole system is just far behind the US. And I'm then talking also about like, yeah, robots, your supercharger network. Okay, it starts to get better and better, but it's still way behind the US. So I think also if you look at the future, Europe will have to keep investing in this sector, I think. And I just have a few stocks that I wanted to share because I think they're interesting. First one is Schneider Electric. This is a French company. Overview here. They do a lot of different things. They have a lot of employees, so it's a big company. It's been here for a long time. Okay. And what they do is, yeah, a lot of management cooling for data centers, which is interesting. So they don't produce electricity, they just do the managing and cooling and stuff of it. And interesting is that they work in a lot of countries, not only France, but in a lot of countries. If you look at the chart on the weekly, I'm gonna ignore all of this here. Yeah, because yeah, I don't want to get into what this exact count is. It's a little bit tricky, especially like here this. But here from the all-time high, we have been stuck here ever since May 2024. And we're now above the value area high of this range, which is at 246 euros. From the all-time high, if you want to be bearish, you want to see a 5-wave move down. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is too much for wave 4. We never got a 5th wave, so to me this is a 3-wave move down. A, B, C, or something like that. Don't really matter. We also did hit the 886 here to the top, indicating to me that if you want to label this a 1, 2, 3, the probabilities have lowered a lot because of this 886 hit. Then locally here, yeah, maybe the best thing here is a 1, 2, 1, 2 setup potentially, and now it's gonna try. Ideally, this momentum keeps, yeah, going now. We have earnings end of the month. This has to boost this price to the upside, and we have to take this high, and we have to start grinding upwards. Okay, if this now shows weakness and falls back in here, that's not really nice. Okay, trend line like this maybe as well. We're hovering around it now. Want to break it, of course. And yeah, that's it for this one. Next one I have is Fortum. This is a stock from like a company from Finland. They produce and sell electricity, so different than Schneider, but it's still, yeah, electricity related, and to me interesting. Fortum uses, yeah, different kinds of sources to generate electricity: hydro, nuclear, wind, solar, and then they also do, I think, some like they sell and make electricity, but they also do maintenances, I thought, if I'm not mistaken, um, on some sites for other countries, etc. I'm not sure. I'm gonna quickly check it. Okay, yeah. So also this is with ChatGPT, it's always wiser to look at it yourself on their websites and on their reports, official reports, of course. But I mean, this is just the extra stuff. Main stuff is, of course, they're generating power and selling power. And yeah, only concern with this one maybe is that, yeah, Norway, Sweden, Finland, because Finland sells to Norway and Sweden as well, and as well to Poland. Those countries have like a declining population rate. It would be nice if it increases, because yeah, you want to use the power, you want to generate power and have to sell it, okay? Yeah, cold winters also do help because you will need more electricity, more power. Looking at the chart here, also has been existing for a while. I labeled this as a wave 1, then here an ABC. Wave 2 measured this pink box from this A wave to this B wave, and we have reacted to the 1-to-1. Ever since there we have been going up. And now here locally, I'm not going on the micro here often. I just had this one here because on earnings day earlier this week it dropped a lot, but it recovered already to, yeah, where it started the week basically. So the idea is, let's see if we can get to the strand line, get above it, and then we can zoom out and try to look at the higher target. But first, let's wait and see. Also, we want to see volume increase. But it's been doing, yeah, nicely here, higher high, and it's grinding to the upside. Very small company compared to the other one, Schneider. Financials not really going pretty nice. Like revenue is plummeting. I read something about that they like had some issues with one of their nuclear plants, that they had to do maintenance, blah blah blah. But again, for these things, you can go and look on their website or read news about it yourself. I don't want to make the video too long. It's gonna be already long, but yeah. I also want to prepare myself better first if I want to talk about that, which I'm not. And then we have this one, Elia. This is from, yeah, the country I live in, Belgium, but they also operate in Germany, and they are doing also something else. So they are placing the cables in the ground, okay? And I think this one is important as well. Like I said, just for example, superchargers, and also, yeah, in general, we have a lot of old cables here, I think, in the grid that connect to the houses, to the, yeah, um, to the, how they say it, yeah, to the houses, to the villages, I guess. All needs to be replaced sooner or later. Some are already happening. I have a relative relative who works in like this sector, and yeah, they have so much work. They have so much work. So with that interesting stock again, and it's like a nice combo. Produces and sells energy, services, cooling, blah blah blah, and then the grid with Elia are three nice, yeah, stocks in my opinion. Elia, this chart, yeah, I labeled this as a 1-2. I have these fips from this low. I took them, I think, yep, ignoring this here because I was looking at, yeah, where did the price react to? Why did it find support here? And yeah, with that I tried to then determine the bottom. Like this, it fits best. It is like around the 618, 1-2, 1-2, or maybe like just a 1-2, 1. Nah, okay, we have to do triple 1-2. Wait, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, yeah, 3, then 4, 5, like in here somewhere. It's not the clearest chart. I also don't want to bother it. It's looking very nicely here, the reaction. And to me, I'm not gonna trade these. I have these and I will just not look at them a lot because these are slower and less volatile stocks than the others that we do. Of course, I have here locally a little bit of an analysis. You can see here like an inverse head and shoulders breaking out now. Target sits at 200 euros. Target from the 1-2 setup sits at, I need to adjust it a little bit, I think. Yeah. Sits at 400 plus, like $500, euros plus, not dollars. And then locally here, if you want to count this, looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 2, and a larger 1, 2, and then another 1, 2. So a double 1, 2 basically. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now maybe a third wave about to finish. I have these blue fips here taken from this 1, 2 setup. $128, $132. I keep saying dollars for fuck's sake. Euros is the next target to the upside, and after that we want to retrace in a wave 4, then do a wave 5 to complete, yeah, this whole move, this 5-wave move. Of course, this can then turn out to be another larger one too, because we want to see one hell of an explosive wave 3 if we want to take the all-time high and move towards this box. I don't think it's gonna happen yet, or maybe it can just grind without keeping a nice structure as well. That happens as well sometimes. Most important thing is that we had a 5-wave move here, retraced, and then it has been showing strength ever since. Volume increased a little bit as well here. Here as well in this third wave you have high volume, but we want to see spikes like this come back here as well, okay? So yeah, if it's interesting, if I see people like this, I'll zoom into the local count more deeply and more often. But for now, that's not really the purpose of the video. Just want to educate or like share some companies that I really have an interest in, and you do with it whatever you want. Earnings day for this one, March the 5th. And that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.